Okay. All right. Hello, my brothers and sisters, my gorgeous friends outside there. By the names Jaffa Isaac. Once again, I come back to you, showing you my progress on my tailwind CSS uh, learning. So far, as I told you in the previous video, I was to tell you that the next was to be this, to be worked upon. It was a challenge that I gave myself. And of the challenge, this is what I chose. Let me maximize here. This is the challenge. To write it in pure Tailwind CSS. This I just landed on a random website of what I can do, of which to experience my skills, not to follow tutorials from tutorials. So when you look at this, apparently it's a good website. So I looked at it and the different components. This is the header. When you look at the middle section or the landing page, there are some words here plus some man here. Then below are some cards here in this section. Then when we go below, we have it's like kind of like a video. So this is the video. This is the website. I gave myself a challenge. So when I go back the side, I tried something to design the same website. So when you look, I used Tailwind, purely Tailwind CSS, to come up with such a clean website. So when you look at this code here, I had broken it into sections as you see this. First of all, let me reduce first. First of all, we have, this is a nav bar. I dealt with this nav bar. It has 3 sections. It has the logo, it has the links, then it has the 2 buttons. Then when I come to this home page or the landing page, it has 2 sections. It has this info section, then talk about the image here. So when you're using purely CSS, this is like a display flex. So generally, I was recalling what I did in CSS to come up with these classes. I recall what I knew in CSS, then I come up with something of the same kind. So when I go to the nav bar, when I come here to the nav bar, so this is the body. Inside the body, we have the header. This is the header that runs from here up to down here, as you're seeing. So in the header, there are 3 sections, as I told you. First of all, in the header, I gave it a nav component because it is better to follow the right protocols of naming the tags. So inside here, inside the tag, I gave it a width of full. Then I give it a flex, meaning a row. The items that are inside that nav bar should be in a row. I gave them a justify between to space them, to space the different components that will be in the nav bar. As you see here, there are 3 components in this nav bar. There is the logo section, there is the links and the buttons, some 2 buttons here. So when I divided them, I gave the first div to be the logo. This is the first component. Then the links, these are the links here, as I'm showing you, these are the links. Then we have the last ones are the buttons. These are the buttons in the section of ours. Then we have a hidden element, that is a hamburger menu, which automatically appears on mobile but does not show on the desktop. With that, let me first show you what I came up with, what I had designed from my application, web app. So when I run it, this is what I managed to come up with. Let me close this first document. This is what I managed to come up with. So I tried to replicate this one here, this site here. I tried to replicate it here, and I came up with the same kind of thing. Yeah, and when you try to inspect when you view page source, this is the thing exactly. So when you go back here to the first component, the nav bar, it is pure responsive, and it supports, it's purely responsive, and it works very well even in the dark mode, as I previously showed you that. And that's what I like with Tailwind CSS, because it supports dark mode and supports everything. So when we proceed, sorry about that, when we proceed, let me try to show you a little bit of what I managed to come up with. First of all, we have the navbar, then we have this landing page, then we have, this is the section I'm left with. I'm still balancing to complete that. So by the end of today, I will show you the progress of this remaining section. But let me show you between this navbar plus this home page. So in mobile view, when I go and I try to shrink it below, I hope you're seeing that responsiveness on different kinds of phones. And the home on the navbar, this is also clickable. I made it also clickable so that it works 100%. So when I try to check the smallest phone around, I hope you're seeing I'm still working on this downer section. But when you look at this other above section, I worked upon it, except these words here in this section. I will fix them later. But the main is working 100%, as you're seeing. The main is working 100%, and I'm going to fix it soon or sooner. So this is so far what I've so far done with my challenge, and I'm going to complete it today, and I will show you my progress. So from there, I will give myself another challenge. So this is what I was working upon previously. So I'm left with, when we have to check, I'm left with this section here containing the three cards. My target is to make sure that I replicate it. Sorry about that. My target is to make sure that I replicate this whole site the way it is, to come up the way it is. So I'm left with this section here. Then there is a video here, and of which that one I may ignore it because it's a kind of like a video. And then talk about these like card information, showing the different cards information. But the original site, these cards were in motion, they were moving left and right in that manner. So for that, for me, in my case, I will first draw them, I will first code them the way they are. Then with time, going to Next.js, I will animate this so that to give my web application value and to show it attracting to all you, the viewers of my channel. So when you proceed down below, this is like a question and ask, something of the sort. And when I look at this is kind of not hard for me. Then I'm left with also adding the navbar below. This won't take me time. It's all about building muscle memory and coming up with something which is clean, so that people can have and look at it and appreciate. So for more information, you can follow along. Please give a like, a subscribe on what I'm doing, so that you're updated with whatever I'm trying to do. You're updated with whatever I'm trying to do. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video with all friends of yours about this. So from here, I'm going to make it more responsive, make sure that it adapts to the dark theme, and should be also attractive. So far, this is how I've moved. And when you look at the code, we have, these are the very classes I was using the other side while following the video tutorial. Yeah. On a large screen, this should appear. That's how I set it. It should appear. Then on small screen, on large screen, it should display block. Then on small screen, it should hide. Then this is the link. This is the name I gave it. Then this is the text size of all the links that are available. Then when we proceed down below, these are the two buttons I was working upon. Yeah. So that's where I wanted to show you. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video. Be blessed as I'm coming back with more content.